Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great night. I'm going live with one of my shampoo sisters, Amanda. She is one of my shampoo sisters located out in Ottawa, which is totally amazing that we can connect on this platform. Hi, Amanda. And we are going to go live together. Let me get her in here. And I'll just see if I can get any more followers to pop onto the live. And we're just waiting for Amanda to connect.
Geez, for some reason, sorry guys.
Oh,
Hey,
how are
how
you?
are you? Good
Good.
to see you.
Yes, good to see you too. How is your
How
day?
are you? It's been good, honestly. It's today was my puppy's birthday, Heidi. She just turned 3.
Wow, happy birthday. Lots of birthdays for you in May.
I know. Yeah, Charlotte just turned 1 on Sunday, so 2 days ago on the 3rd, and then Heidi was on the 5th. So is on the 5th, which is today. So yeah, it's funny how our babies are literally days apart, but years
Yeah.
apart.
And did you do anything special for Heidi today?
Of course, it's Cinco de Mayo. We always celebrate. It's Alex and I both come from families that have like a lot of dogs, and we give our dogs gifts for Christmas and birthdays. I know it seems a little bit ridiculous, but
No, not at
Heidi
all.
got a taco stuffy because she's a Cinco de Mayo baby
Yeah.
and it's Taco Tuesday. So
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I like talk about being on mat leave life. I didn't even realize it was Cinco de Mayo. Like usually we do tacos and everything, and literally like my husband comes upstairs and he's like, "What's for dinner?" I'm like, "Stuffed chicken." He's like, "What? No tacos?" I was like, "I didn't even realize." Like totally right
not
over.
alone.
And I was like, "I'll make it up to you. We'll do tacos on Friday."
That's hilarious. Well, that's good. Honestly, like we had tacos on Charlotte's birthday as well. We had like burrito bowls. So
Yummy.
tonight we had leftovers. So that's just, you know, how life is.
No, exactly. Especially juggling, a kid and busy work
Mhm.
life and,
I
running
know.
your own business. I'm for sure, like, especially I find it's the kids, like, I'll make a full, like, setting sometimes for them, and it's like they don't eat it all. So it's like, okay, then you're going to have it the next day after, right? You don't
Yeah.
want anything to go to waste, especially in times like this. Like, I don't want to go grocery shopping more than I don't have to. So I totally get it.
Oh yeah. Like we've been definitely usually we're okay, like it's fine, we'll just throw it out because I don't like reheating my food.
Right.
For me personally, I don't mind, but just don't recommend it for little ones, and so now we're just like, you know what? She's over a year. She can eat it tomorrow. It's fine. She's survived this long, so
Yeah, I
but
agree.
yeah. Thank you for having me on tonight. I'm so excited to chat and just talk about all the things.
Yes.
So yeah. Did you want to take it away?
Yeah, sure. So I wanted to connect with you. Basically, your presence on social media I find very intriguing, and I
Oh, thank
love how just raw and real you are. And I feel like giving a little bit of an insight to our followers and our Monat family, and obviously aligning how you manage it all with motherhood. Kind of
you.
just going in and diving deep into that, and just kind of how this business has changed your life financially, how it's changed my life financially. So I can kind of just quickly go on to why I started, this business for myself and my family was one of the major things I thought I can turn scrolling into an income. Why not take that chance? And I
Yeah.
had a lot of postpartum hair, so it was kind of like a win-win for me, as in, let's start a journey, start a business as well as just using amazing products and clean products. And if I can
Mhm.
make that transition, into my and my family's life, we are all Monat users, which has completely changed our lives for the better. And I wholeheartedly will not use any other type of hair or skin product. I just got
Mhm.
in on the skincare of the last flash sale and I'm totally addicted. Um,
So good, eh?
Oh my gosh, yes. And I'm just like, I bought it for my mom as well, and she is totally hooked. So it's just crazy how using all natural products, you know that you're putting these really good quality and safe things on your body, on your skin,
Mhm.
going into your bloodstream. So that is an amazing thing that we're doing as a family. And
Yep.
yeah, just that's kind of how I started. And I feel like I was kind of like, okay, like it's just going to be a little bit of extra income, just to pay maybe a week worth of groceries. And now
Yep.
I'm striving and I'm growing. And now I'm going to be sending my two kids back to daycare come end of June. And this alone is going to pay for that plus some, which is totally
Good.
crazy. So
Yeah.
that the financial freedom for that is going to help our family so much. And I'm passionate about the products, and I just can't wait to share this type of thing with everyone. And that's why it's amazing going on live with, team members so we can kind of share our story and spread the word.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like everybody's so different. Everybody has such a different background and a different why for starting this business, which is so unique. And everybody does things in such a different way, which I really, truly love, and they do it well. Like for me personally, I started the business because, well, I first became a VIP because I also suffered from like severe postpartum hair loss. I also have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and that causes hair thinning on your head.
Mhm.
And just like my whole life, I've always just like really struggled with having really nice hair. And I always wore my hair up. Like I've always been very athletic, and that's just like how I am. But it was just like that missing confidence factor for me.
Mhm.
And my friends started using the products, started promoting the products, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm already losing so much hair. What else do I have to lose? I'll just try and use the products myself. And literally from the first wash, I like fell in love because I was like in the thick of it. I think it was just over 3 months postpartum, and that's when you really experience that
Yeah.
hormone change and
Yes.
that shedding.
Oh,
And I
oh,
use the products. Sorry?
it's so awful. Like
Oh my
that's
God.
totally like how you just are like, what is going on?
Yeah, and like for me, it was like I'm like I don't have enough hair to begin with for me to be losing this much hair, and it just like honestly like was so terrifying. And when I used it for the first time, like my hair shedding like decreased in half, like just in my first wash, and I was like, okay, like this is something bigger than what it is. And I started noticing hair growth, and I just saw Kelly. So Kelly is the one who I got started with, and I just saw how much more freedom she had in her life. She's a corporate flight attendant, so she was really able to travel all across the world and be able to do this from her laptop or her phone whenever she wanted, however she wanted. And for me, like I've worked in the fitness industry for about 15 years. I really struggled to find more of work-life balance because of the positions I was in. So I used to work for home office. I actually used to travel all across Canada, opening up clubs all across and training and developing associates. And then I that was just too much for me. I would be away on the road literally for 2, 3 weeks at a time, working 2, 3 weeks in a row. I was being overworked, underpaid, and undervalued. And
Mhm.
as a salaried associate, you just kind of do what's needed. And I took a step back and went to manager positions, supervisor positions. I left that industry. I worked for a bank for a bit. Oh my gosh, I also worked as a recruiter, as a, for the government, working 9 to 5. And I just like nothing was giving me that work-life balance. And as you mentioned, like I live in Ottawa here. My husband and I picked up our lives literally 2 weeks after we got married. He found out the day before we got married, he got a position here in Ottawa before our
Wow,
wedding.
that's
And it
crazy.
was just like, I know. So, yeah, for years, I just really strived to find something that would allow me to have weekends off, allow me to like pick up and come home whenever I wanted because our family and all of our friends are in the GTA. And I
Right.
just never found anything. I was just getting so frustrated. And I like I'm only in my early 30s, and this I had this moment when I was in my late 20s being like, is this what's going to be like my life forever?
Right.
Like, am I going to have to deal with this for the rest of my life? Like, to work on someone else's terms, to feel that guilt for like having to call in if something happens and things like that. So I just like, I'm like, I'm so young. And like, I'm so grateful that I had this aha moment at such a young age. But I'm like, I'm so young. I'm not doing this forever. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. So I just was like, hey, what the heck? I am just going to give this a try. I'm already using what I'm using and I'm loving it. I know it
Mm.
works. My husband also uses the products. My daughter, Charlotte, also uses the products too. Even Heidi, our puppy, uses.
Yeah, right? They have an amazing pet line.
Yeah, so it sounds ridiculous, but um, they work. They just work for our family. And like I have struggled forever to find something that has worked for me for hair growth. I've literally used everything. I've changed my diet. I've done supplements. I've done it all, I feel. And same with work. I like juggled. I went from job to job. I even started my own side calligraphy business, creative business. And I like loved it. I fell in love with it because of our wedding. I created all of our signage and I love that artistic outlet. But I failed miserably because I didn't know enough about the industry and I didn't know what I was doing as an entrepreneur. And yeah, so I went for this like head first. And literally in 3 months of doing this business, I like replaced my salary with my previous employer. So I was currently on mat leave at the time. So for me it was kind of like a no-brainer. It's like what do I have to lose? Like I'd rather go balls to the wall with this business because it is a business. If you treat it like a business, you'll get what you want out of it. And yeah, I'm just so grateful that I have because now after my mat leave was over in May this month, I would have been returning back to work, but I actually gave in my notice, and now I'm doing this full time whenever I want and however I want, which is really nice because I can work from home. I can work from Milton, where our family and friends are. So it's just like I have that flexibility because being in Ottawa by ourselves and my husband working like 10-hour days and me working crazy hours in the fitness industry just like
Wouldn't work. It just wouldn't
wouldn't
work.
work.
I feel like
No.
when
So,
you have kids too, you put life into perspective. Like, yes, we
yeah.
all work in order to have, a great life. And that's just how it is, especially, how it is nowadays. And I know
Mhm.
you're in Ottawa, but in I'm sure real estate is still crazy over there too. But in the GTA, it's like you can't unfortunately live off of one person's salary anymore.
No,
It's
you
so
can't.
hard, especially like if you're saying you're athletic, and I was a competitive dancer growing up. So, I want to have my kids enrolled in extracurricular
Same.
activities,
Yeah.
and that's expensive in itself. So, I
Mhm.
think allowing yourself to choose, to say, screw fear, I'm going to go for this. It gives you such reward. And doesn't it feel amazing that you were able to
Yes.
resign knowing you have financial security and the balance of working,
Mhm.
freedom however you want?
Yeah, honestly, like it's so nice. Like if I can't work, I don't have to work, which is really nice. And like having that residual income as well, like just waking up and being that much farther ahead in your business and you
Mhm.
literally sometimes don't even do anything.
Right.
I'm just so grateful for that because like, yeah, I couldn't imagine what life would be like if I didn't take on this opportunity. And it sounds so cheesy and like flowery, but like just honestly, like I knew what wasn't working for me in the past. Like I tried everything, I feel like literally nothing was working. And I just got sick of just like not doing something about it. It's just like, yeah. So, I mean, there is, I know we say it all the time, but it's like a no risk for me is a no brainer. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just so grateful. I'm so happy I did it. It's just, and everybody has a different story. Like, everybody has a very different reason for doing it. Like, some
Right.
people, like for me, I personally, did this so I could just like cover daycare as well. But like
Yeah.
Alex, my husband's like, why would you bother going back to work? Like, you might as well just do this. And then it's like daycare is completely out of the question and everything like that. And like, it's like, okay, perfect. Like that works for me and I can still focus on this business and do what I need to do. So it just, yeah, it opens up so many doors, so many opportunities. Like I like have grown so much as a person. There would be like never ever would I ever sit think that I would be doing a live
Right.
on Instagram, right? Like it's just it puts you outside of your comfort zone, but you grow so much
No, I
in
agree.
so many ways.
And how did you find like you grew your following and your presence on social media? Did you find that obviously taking this plunge helped that, or was your network very strong before?
My network wasn't very strong before. I definitely didn't start this business with a big following at all. Um, I honestly like I just found like being transparent, like, because when I first started the business, I am the kind of person I like to know everything. And I
Mhm.
definitely would to a fault, but I definitely took on this like persona acting like I knew what I was talking about. But like I didn't
Right.
because it's an earn as you learn industry. Like that's the thing is like people go into this thinking that they need to be a social media expert. They need to already have a big following base. They already need to know all about hair. They need to know about skin. They need to know about like training and developing people and mindset. But it's honestly not the case. And as soon as I like let down that wall and I'm like, okay, I'm okay with not knowing things.
Hmm.
And I just started being more transparent with the people who are on this journey with me, that's when I really started to notice like my following base grew. And
Right.
also just like and I get wrapped up in it too. Sometimes I just go overboard and I just like constantly post all Monat stuff, but it's like we are not Monat. And that's the thing that
Hmm.
sets our business apart from I find a lot of others is that like you are your own brand. Monat is just like a nice little addition to your life currently. So for me, it's just like I post a lot about like my family, my friends, my puppy, and things that like mean a lot to me, whether it be fitness and wellness and everything like that. And being transparent, honestly, just adding value, being transparent, just being your true, authentic self, which is something I truly struggled with at first because I'm like, I don't know how to do
Right.
this.
When you found
Um,
yourself, I feel like going through this business, you were able to find out what was important to you, who made you, what made you tick and all those things. Like
yeah,
it's crazy how literally a shampoo product and skincare product could do that to you. It like you probably
I
would
know.
never thought that in
No,
your wildest dreams.
heck no. I
Right.
definitely didn't think that at all. It's crazy to think, but yeah, it's just it's so bizarre because it's like I say it all the time. It's more than just shampoo. It's learning about yourself. It's honestly like helping other people. Like truly I that's like in the fitness industry, I've always been so cognizant of how I move my body, how I fuel my body, what foods I'm eating, but I never once ever considered what I was putting on my body. And ever since I started using these products, I really like had a holy crow moment being like, wow, like I have been like when I was pregnant, I was using extremely toxic products. Like I was putting baby powder on my head, which contains talc and
Hmm.
is linked to ovarian cancer and also lung cancer if it's inhaled. So I was using that while pregnant as a dry shampoo.
Right.
Like putting that on my head like that, like it's just like our beauty standards and safety standards haven't been updated since like I think 1867 or something like that. I'm just like pulling a number out of thin air, but it was like the 1800s. So it's just kind of like, okay, like it's been my goal since the beginning of this year, just using more naturally based products that are effective. I am by no means granola. Like I am not that person, but just even like reducing my waste in with the ecosystem and the environment and using more biodegradable things like that. So honestly, it's just you learn so much. It's just, it's not just shampoo. It's like being of service, helping people. Like, it's
And
incredible.
educating yourself and
Yeah.
educating others on exactly what the you know store bought products are versus natural uh bought products. And I feel like increasing that awareness is going
Yeah.
to help change the world for the better. It's going to help change you and how you feel, how your hair and skin feels. It's
Mhm.
like I totally agree. After my first wash, I could just feel the complete difference in my hair. And it's like, wow, I went, I'm 29, so I went like 29 years of my life using this, substance on my hair that goes into my on my scalp, into my bloodstream, and affecting me, where now I'm using all natural products,
Mhm.
and it's just completely different how my hair just feels so much better.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, there's a documentary on Netflix. I forget what it's called, but there's an episode that's about toxic beauty. And
Yep.
I watched that and I was like, okay. And
Scary. It's
yeah,
actually scary.
it is scary. It's scary. Like, and it's just like, honestly, like when I first started using the products, people started really noticing like a huge transformation in my hair
Hmm.
because like I've always had, like,
Yeah.
it was a moment where I was with my sister-in-law and she's like, your hair is so thin. And I'm like, I know. And then it was, I started like getting results and everything like that. And it was just naturally recommending the products. And I was just like, well, if I'm sending you to Kelly, like I might as well
Right.
do this
Do it yourself.
business myself because I love and I care about you. So I would rather help you out myself personally because I want to ensure that you're getting the best service possible. And that's what's so beautiful about this business is that we actually get to help the people
Right.
who we truly love and the people who we truly care about. And like we are their customer service, which I think is so incredible and so special because
It's like a
like
one-on-one
yeah.
interaction, right? You're not just calling like a hotline,
Mhm.
you're actually dealing with a real person, someone who's
And a person you love. Yeah.
going through the journey with you. And what
Hmm.
would you say the products that you use, because you talk about how you had really thin hair, what
Yeah.
products do you use that helped you get that thicker and beautiful volume?
So, yeah, so I use the Intense Repair Treatment Spray on my scalp every day, twice a day. So I spray it on my scalp in the morning and then also in the evening. And then for my first wash, because we're a two wash system, so you
Yeah.
shampoo twice. So your first shampoo, I use the Black 2-in-1, which is a part of the men's line, but I have a pretty oily scalp and it also really does aid in hair growth.
Hmm.
And then I also use for my second wash because I'm really loving having more volume. Recently, my favorite is the Revitalize shampoo or the Revive shampoo,
Yeah.
which is perfect for hair growth and also for volumizing your hair. It
Yeah.
makes your hair strand a lot thicker. And then also the Revitalize conditioner, which is the duo with the volumizing system.
Yes.
So that would be my wash system. And in terms of styling, like the dry texturizing spray is like the real MVP.
Hmm.
Like it gives you so much volume, so much more grit on your hair. It's manageable. Your hair isn't like sticky or anything like that. It gives you really nice, beautiful, buttery curls that last. Like this is day 3, unwashed hair. And
Oh,
I've been having my hair up in a bun and it looks like I just curled it. Like I've never had my hair like this
and it's
before.
so true. Like I would use just like, I don't know, like Pantene or Tresemme type of hairspray, and you would see like the overspray like all over the vanity. And it's
Oh
like,
my God, yeah, it's like a sheen
right.
spray. It's
And
like,
I'm like, I would literally
yeah,
have to scrub with a magic eraser to get it off. And I use the dry texturizing spray and our flex hairspray. And it's like, I don't get that residue on my,
same.
on my counters anymore. Like, so that in itself just shows you that the products are safe
Mhm.
and they're just benefiting in so many positive
Yeah.
ways. Any other things you want to end off with before we close off on this live that you can kind of think of that you want to share?
Honestly, like if you've honestly been, I say honestly a lot, that's what I've learned in this, in this
Honestly,
journey.
word to say.
Because like I feel like I want to be so transparent that I just constantly say honestly, but stop
Honestly.
myself. But seriously, if you have like been considering using the products or even like starting the business side of things and like running your own business, it's literally such an amazing experience. Like I say it all the time. I'm so passionate about it. We get to help out so many people from feeling like insecure to extremely confident, which is so amazing. And switching to a more natural based product is such a win. And also like just helping out people during this time, especially like families. Like I am so incredibly grateful for this lifeline that this business has given our family because I know a lot of people who are really going without are really watching
Hmm.
how they spend, which is really good. But like we've gotten the opportunity to be able to do some like upgrades in our home to live more comfortably, especially since we are staying home a lot, and just to make our space more comfortable. So it is an amazing industry. Our team is fantastic, and you're not doing it alone. That's the thing. It's like
The support system is incredible, and
it's incredible. And
starting
like
a business.
even us doing this is so incredible, you know? Like I feel more connected to so many people because of this business, whereas
Yeah,
before I felt so isolated and alone and frustrated. So
sure. No,
do the
and
thing that scares you.
you know what? And I think that's a really good insight. And like I said, whoever my followers who aren't following you, I feel like just getting a glimpse at your positivity and the way you're just so raw and real about everything, it's
Thank
just
you.
so inspiring. And yeah, I can't wait to, when you come back here to the GTA
Yes, we have
post
to get together.
quarantine, we got to get together. And yeah, no, I'm so thankful you came on this live.
I'm
And
so grateful for you. Thank you.
thanks for sharing, a glimpse of how you run your business and what this products have done and changed you and your family's life.
Thank you. It's
Well,
so nice to
again,
see you.
yes, take
Seriously.
care and we'll
Have
be
a great
in touch.
night.
You too.
Thanks for
Bye,
watching,
everyone.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.